podcast, where we spend the whole show messing with Penn and Teller. But don't feel bad for them. When Penn and Teller are fooled, it's like water off a duck's back. By that, I mean they get surprised, flap their wings, pee a little, and dart forward. Then they calm down, and we bring out the next magician. So let's bring out our fine feathered friends, Penn and Teller! Tonight is trying to fool Penn and Teller. If they do, they take home one of our famous Fool Us trophies, and they win a slot performing in Penn and Teller's famous magic show. Let's meet our first potential fooler.
My name is Kiko Pastur. I'm from Spain, and I am a magician. Spain has a legacy of legendary magicians, and this has given me an impulse to ride on the shoulders of the giants that came before me. I want to make my own poetic mark in my country's legacy of magic. I can play the piano and I can play the guitar, but magic is my greatest artistic expression. The right setting and the right artistic elements bring out the best in my performance, and my medium is a regular deck of cards. Can I make you dream with this? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hola to Kiko Pastur.
Alison, today is your birthday?
Not really, but sure. I mean,
No.
feels like it, but it's not.
Then,
no.
Happy birthday!
Hey.
Come and join me at the table, please. This is gonna be your birthday party.
Hey, thank you.
I have a present here for you. So please help me shuffle the cards. Can you come closer and mix them together in this way, please?
Okay.
Yeah, mix them.
Okay.
Excellent. Alice, on this day, your present,
I did it.
beautiful. It's gonna be a suit, because it's very important to have a nice suit for your birthday, don't you think?
Sure.
And as far as we have the 4 suits here, we can choose one. So please, could you point to one of them? I mean, you can choose freely, with no restrictions.
That one.
Okay, this is the one she chose. But we know, in real life, what we want and what we choose sometimes are different things. So if I ask you, which suit would you like to have? Which one would it be? Heart, space, time, battalion. You know, in real life, what we want and what we choose are usually different things. But don't be sad, because this is not your present. This is only the first piece of your custom-made suit. And hidden in this pack is my birthday gift for you. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
the Jack, the Queen, and the King of Spades. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. Thank you. Space was the one you chosen, but you didn't want a suit full of space. You desired hearts.
Yes.
Don't you remember?
No, I remember.
So if I take from you the essence of hearts, of your wish, and we sprinkle it over those cars, one cannot believe impossible things. I say you haven't had much practice. When I was your age, I always did it for a half an hour a day. And sometimes I believe as many as 13 impossible things before breakfast.
Oh, boy.
Hearts, 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 hearts. As you wish, happy birthday.
Chico Pastor! Wow, that's amazing. So is it difficult to perform close-up card tricks in front of such a large audience?
Yeah, well, here is a very good place because the screens, but yes, and it's like being naked, you know, here in the middle of a great stage, so yeah, it's kind of difficult, but it's also a great challenge, you know, I like it.
All right, I think they're ready. Let's see what Penn and Teller thought.
Let's see.
Yes, boy, you know, when we see and hear someone with a Spanish accent doing cards, we get terrified, you know. Now, this is going to seem obvious to everybody watching, but I want to say that we thought the whole card trick was very, very ambitious. It was a very ambitious card trick. And the cardistry stuff, you know, we happen to know that you're doing very similar things 13 times in a row, but making everyone look entirely different, entirely fresh, and bringing in all this modern cardistry stuff is wonderful. And I want to tell you, we were afraid because as soon as you came out, we knew you were Spanish, we thought the odds were very stacked in your favor. But it was wonderful, wonderful routine. And one of the hardest things to do in magic is to give something a real punchline. Like you quoted Alice in Wonderland. And at that very end, we think the trick's almost over. You just flipped a switch and we all went right to Wonderland. It was just a great thing. We enjoyed every moment of it. And I hope with the language barrier, but even with the kind of subtext of magic, maybe you know a little bit about what I'm laying down for you here.
Yeah. You're right.
So I'm guessing you did understand that language.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I did not. We do not have a fooler, but you have an entertainer. Thank you, Chico Pastor. Thank you. We still have more magicians to unleash on Penn and Teller. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to Fool Us. And now let me produce our next magician. Ta-da!
I'm from Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada, and I'm a comic magician. I'm an actor, and I also create magic tricks. The whole thing was born of just the desire to perform. From a very early age, I just liked to entertain people. I have performed in restaurants since I was 17 years old, and I really learned how to read people and improvise. I started inventing magic tricks. I sold a ton of them, and it actually put me on the map. The trick I'm going to be doing for Penn and Teller is one of my creations. I've got a pretty good chance of fooling them with it. I think they're going to like it.
Please welcome the odd talent of Jason Coulter.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I live in Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada. Yeah. Oh, thank you for coming. Richmond Hill is a suburb of Toronto, which is 2,262 miles, 11 feet, and 4.5 inches away from where I'm standing. Allison, it's great to see you standing there, 18 feet, 6 3/4 inches away. And amazing to see you, Penn and Teller, sitting on your perches, 25 feet, 6.5 inches away. Now, I know you're probably thinking to yourselves, there's something slightly off about that magic boy. I sound like I'm a few beads short of an abacus, right? Well, we all have special skills. I have a very interesting and unique skill. I'm really good at telling the exact distance between objects. I'll show you, it's not as easy as it looks. Allison, do me a favor, please. Just walk towards me. Yep, keep walking towards me. A little bit more. Or strut. And stop right about there. Now, let me ask you, how many inches away do you think that we are from each other? Let's say from our side to their tummy.
Inches, I'd say 42.
42. All right, let's have a look. You want to hold on to the measuring tape and measure, and what are you at?
40.
All right, close, not too bad.
Close.
So it's not as easy as it looks.
No.
No, it's my turn now. Penn and Teller, could you please join me on stage? Penn, I'll have you stand beside Allison, please, and Teller, why don't you just place yourself somewhere right about here? All right, and I'll turn and face the action in that direction. There you go. Allison?
And the action. Apparently.
I want you now, please, to take Penn and just walk him down the stage a little bit, please. Just take him down, walk him down the stage. And why don't you stop any place you'd like.
Where do you want to stop? Here?
Right over there? And you know what, Allison? I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to move Penn a little bit further away, just a bit, or a little bit closer to Teller, or leave him right where he is?
I'm gonna...
Just a little bit closer? Perfect. Okay. Allison, come on down here. And you stand right here beside Teller. It is now time for me to do the voodoo that I do. Nobody move. Let's have a look here. I'm going to measure the distance. I'll go from Teller's nose to the lapel, to the edge there on Penn's shirt. Right there, okay? Sure. Yeah, right about there. Perfect. All right, let's have a look. Like that. Carry the two. Okay. I'm writing down now the exact distance. Actually, you know what? I got it to the 1/4 of an inch. Put that down. Fold it up. Teller, please hold on to that. Don't peek at it just yet, and don't say it out loud. Try to resist, okay? Allison, we're now going to measure, please. If you could please take this end of the measuring tape, hold it on to Teller's nose. And I'm sorry, folks, as I turn my back, you get a view of my built-in yarmulke here. It's like the hole in the ozone layer. It grows bigger and bigger every year. You know what I mean, huh, fella? Yeah, sorry. All right, I'll bring right over here. We'll get right up here to the
Hold on, I don't
edge.
want to hurt his nose.
Oh, yeah, got it? Okay, I'm going to bring it right up here to the edge of...
I'm going to hit him in the nose.
Got to get it right up here to the edge of... All right. Think I'm bang on there. I got it right to the 1/4 of an inch. Allison, please just drop your end of the measuring tape. Just let it clatter. Grab the marker and the pad of paper. Please come on over here. And come right over here to my right side.
All right.
And we are right on the 1/4 of an inch to the edge of Penn's lapel. What is it there? Can you say it out loud?
It's 178
yep.
and a 1/4.
And a 1/4.
Should I write that down?
Yeah, 178 1/4 inches.
8
and a 1/4. Well, that's okay. We know it. That's perfect. Okay, let's go back and join Teller. Oh, you came with. All right, let's go back and join Teller. You come on over here. He followed. You come along, Penn. You can hold on to that. I'm going to have you guys stack exactly the way that you just were. Now, nice little dance. Do-si-do around. That's okay. All right. So what I did is, Teller, you could have stood anywhere in this general vicinity, and you decided to stand right there. Allison, I gave you the option to walk Penn down as far as you want, and something made you want to stop right there. I gave you an option to move him a little bit further, a little bit closer. What should you do?
Closer.
A little bit closer, exactly. Now, we then measured. What was the measurement? Turn around so everyone can see. 178 1/4. Now, if I was within a few inches, this would be pretty impressive. But I'm not guessing here, folks. I am going for gold. This is not pure luck. This is a staggeringly impressive and, well, useless talent that I have. Teller, please open up that piece of paper. Let's see if we got a match. And turn around, yeah. Thank you. Now, I'll tell you, because of Teller, I got it on the nose. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for your help. Thank you so much.
That's very impressive. I mean, I feel like you should be in construction.
Yeah, I don't have the hard hat. I couldn't do it.
So what else is this good for?
Well, I probably started when I was younger and came out of mom. I sort of had a separation anxiety with the umbilical cord and figured out how I had to measure it.
So besides magic, what else do you love to do?
Love to be with my kids, and as I say, I create magic. So there's the one side that's the performer side of me, and then this idea of marketing stuff where I actually market the items and all, and that's pretty fun. That's kind of cool to do.
Cool.
Yeah, it just uses a different creative area where you now have to sort of design it and then figure out the artwork and figure out the design of how everything's going to package together and then market it and get it out there.
Wow.
Yeah, as Archie Bunker would say, I'm an entrepreneur, all right? So I just do a bunch of different things, yeah.
All right, well, let's see if you inched your way across the Fuller line. Yep.
Let's see if you did. I got to tell you, Jason, you know, this is really good. And this is your idea, right?
Yeah.
It's fabulous because it is so close to plausible that can drive people crazy. At first, I thought maybe you're really good at estimating. Golfers can tell distances really well, and people can get really good. You know, carpenters are also phenomenally good at that. It's very clear. You know, a very famous magician, a friend of ours, made the Statue of Liberty disappear. And when that was announced on television, I was sitting with my father, and my father said, "No, he's not. He's not going to make the Statue of Liberty disappear." You know, it's completely, that is this pure magic thing that's out there in the ether. But this is in the area I really like, where you have to kind of go, wait a minute, is he, how close? Ah, boy, he could be. And I want to say a few things it's not. First of all, what you wrote on that piece of paper, you really wrote on that piece of paper. A lot of times predictions are done afterwards. There's all sorts of sneaky ways to get a prediction done. No, Teller was holding it. It was real all the way. And then when you held the thing out, the camera could come in for a close-up, a really good close-up on just that little piece of the tape measure, just that little piece right in there, so everybody could see exactly what it said on that little piece of tape measure. And then you did a trick that the audience at home didn't know about, nobody knew about except maybe the two of us and you, and that is you also did a vanish that no one even knew about, making the trick even better. We loved the plausibility, we loved the premise, and we just loved it all the way through. And I think I've probably said enough at this point that I've just inched my way over the line. Hey, I've gone the extra mile.
Yes.
So they figured it out.
They did. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Take a quick break. We'll be right back.
You're saying you're our daughter?
From the future. I made a big mistake.
Because the timeline changed. This man is hiding in the shadows.
You guys beat him. At least you were supposed to.
In the future, what happens to me?
The Flash. All new episodes Tuesday, October 9th on the CW.
Welcome back to Fool Us, where no one has fooled Penn and Teller so far. But that might change right now. Take a look.
My name's Michael G, and I perform interactive comedy magic. I've been performing magic all my life, ever since age 13. This little red car is a magic prop, and it became the inspiration to my new best friend, Henry the Car. Henry the Car was just a normal magic prop, just like his grandfather. But as soon as I stuck eyes on it, it was a different story. It's like it came to life. Henry and I do everything together. We go for long strolls, we like to feed the pigeons, and one of my favourite things is when we actually sit down and have a meal together. Little bit for your grandfather. There you go. Don't eat it all up once. Henry and I have got a great trick to share with Penn and Teller, and if he's feeling on top form, we might even fool them.
Please welcome the wonderfully inventive Michael G.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael G, and tonight I'm not going to be performing any magic. All the magic is going to be performed by this little fella over here, whose name is Henry. Alison, would you join me at the table, please?
Sure.
Give a big round of applause to Alison, everyone. Lovely to meet you, Alison. I'm Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Now, Alison, I want to introduce you to Henry properly. Could you hold out your hand for me like this? Perfect. I'm going to place Henry on your hand. And with your other hand or with your other finger, can you just give him a gentle rub like this and say, hello, Henry? You've got to do it in a very soft voice.
Hi, Henry.
My name is...
My name is...
And then you say your name.
Alison.
Amazing. Now, do you feel that connection, Alison?
Yes.
Perfect. I think we're ready to begin. Now, can you put your finger on his forehead and just move him backwards and forwards like this across the table, just to show everyone that he is very freely moving. Could you do that for me?
Sure. That's his forehead?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's very freely moving, right?
Yeah.
Now, look, even if I show you, I hold it in my hand and you can see his wheels are very freely moving. Now, over here, we have a deck of 52 cards. All of the cards are different. Would you agree?
Yes.
Perfect. We'll give them one quick shuffle. And then the idea is that you are going to pick a card, but you're not going to show me. Could you just touch any card you like, push the card out of the deck from anywhere, and you're going to show Henry.
Okay.
Okay? So if you do that for me now, just touch any card you like, but keep it face down because I don't want to see it, okay? I'll take the rest of them out of the deck. Now, I'm going to hold Henry here,
okay.
And I want you to show Henry the card with my back turned. Well, I'll just go like this. So if you show him now, and then show the camera so everyone can see the card. Okay? Once everyone's seen it, please can you just place that card back in the pack anywhere you like? And tell me when you've done that.
Done.
Perfect. Now we're going to just give them a big mix on the table. So I want you to get in there and give it a good mix.
This is how I like to shuffle.
Good shuffle. That's my favourite. That's great. So give them a really good mix. I mean, you could have been a bit neater about that, Alison. Right. We'll just sort them out into one pile. Perfect. Now, I'm going to spread the cards once again across the table. All I want you to do at this point, Alison, is to locate your card, but don't say where it is. I want you to wheel Henry across the cards, but over the cards.
Okay.
With one finger, nice and slowly, like this, over the cards all the way to the end. Whoa, what's happened?
It's stuck.
It stopped?
Yeah.
I think Henry might be trying to tell us something. If I was to take out these 5 cards, would you say your card is one of those? Don't tell me which one.
Yes.
Perfect. Amazing. Now, for the next bit, I want you to shuffle these cards face down and don't look at them. But we're going to do this under test conditions. So for this part, I'm going to blindfold Henry. Here we go. Now, would you agree at this point, Alison, that Henry cannot see?
Yeah.
So, let's try this. Okay, you remember your card?
Yes.
Good. That's the most important part. We're going to spread out the cards like this. Now, this time, I'm going to push Henry. Can you think of your card clearly in your mind, Alison?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think he's ready.
Okay.
Henry, you've got this. Okay, he stopped here. He didn't stop here, he didn't stop here, he didn't stop here, but he stopped here. For the first time, Alison, what is the name of your card?
2 of hearts.
The 2 of hearts. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to my helper, Alison, and our star of the show, Henry.
And Michael G.
Very cool. Good job, Henry.
Give him another little rub.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He does like that.
How long have you guys known each other?
Well, Henry actually has been with me for over 15 years.
Wow.
I've had, I think, 8 previous models of Henry. This is Henry the 9th.
Henry the 9th. Wow.
Yeah.
Very impressive. And does Henry ever get in the way of your other relationships?
Well, you'll have to ask my girlfriend about that. But
do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
All right. So kids must love this trick.
I think Henry appeals to all ages because he's just so cute and adorable, aren't you?
He is. What happened to Henry 1 through 8?
1 through 8, well, you know, the wheels sometimes get a bit dodgy and the eyes fall off.
Oh,
and sometimes, can you see he's got a bit of a dent there?
Oh, well, I think the dent makes him even cuter.
Oh, thank you, Alison.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what the boys think.
Great.
Well, I don't know why we're talking to you. We should be talking to Henry.
There you are.
But I'll start with you by saying it's a wonderful presentation. We aren't really sure here. Let's start with given that we know, that you know, and that Henry can know which card was selected and all of that. If you want us to push on that, we will, but I'm assuming we can skip over that and get right to Henry. Okay. The question is, how does Henry stop? And I'm going to tell you right now a way that you can win. Okay? You can win right now by just telling me this. We do not think it's magnets. If it's magnets, you win. Is it magnets?
No.
In that case, it is Henry. And Henry just has a really good memory for everywhere he's been, everything he's seen, everything he's experienced, and he's able to just bring up those memories to do the trick.
I can tell you that it's nothing to do with Henry's memory.
Nothing to do with Henry's memory? Not at all with Cornwinder?
Yes.
Which is the way I was trying to get to that a little bit.
It is 100% to do with Henry's memory.
Okay, so you didn't fool them?
I didn't fool them, but you know what? I've had an amazing time, and I'm really looking forward to my buffet dinner tonight.
Michael G! Thank you. We didn't get a fuller this round, but we've got another magician who's coming out swinging after the break. Stay close. Welcome back to Fool Us. There just may be a method to this next magician's madness, but can Penn and Teller figure out that method? Let's find out.
When I'm in front of an audience, I have 2 rules. Show them something amazing, and don't take myself too seriously. Some people, when they come to a magic show, they believe that it's them against the magician. Here's a guy that is trying to fool me. And so I try to make people laugh on the first line that I say. And as soon as that happens, people let their guard down.
It's 4. It's 4.
And that's when I fool them.
No way. Oh, my gosh.
I'm also a voice actor.
Rated PG-13. Featuring a bold new flavor.
Tonight I'm combining a couple of skills that I've never really combined before.
Will Brian Saint fool Penn and Teller? Find out tonight on an all-new episode of Penn and Teller Fool Us on the CW.
Please welcome Brian Saint.
Thank you, Allison. Well, thank you guys so much. You know, I did not become a magician to be famous. And so far, that's working out great. I'm not famous as a magician, but I am famous. Just nobody knows it. It's true, because besides being a magician, I am a voice actor. But ultimately, all of you hate my voice, and you don't even know it. Your call is very important to us. Please continue to hold. Hey, you think my voice is annoying when you're on hold? Think of how annoying it is when I'm on hold. But I'd much rather do something tonight that doesn't annoy you. Like an infomercial. You know why I sound so weird when I do infomercials? Because I have to sound over-the-top excited, and I have to make the product sound like it solves one of the biggest problems facing society today. Are you tired of a phone charging cable that's either too long or too short? Well, not anymore. Introducing the Cordmaster 2000, which looks just like a normal phone charger. But when you're on the go, why carry more than you need? Especially when you only need the ends to charge your phone. With the Cordmaster 2000, you can take the ends off. Giving you one small cable to carry with you everywhere. And leave the unneeded loop at home. But wait, there's more. Cable not long enough for you? There's more. Cable not long enough for you? If you call right now, we'll send you some extra cable so you can make any size phone charger you want. This will allow you to create a phone charger so long, it'll have your friends saying, wow, that's a long phone charger. Cut off what you need, then simply remove the cut ends. Next, take your existing ends, wrap them around the giant loop, pull slowly, and you'll even fool yourself. Wow, that's a long phone charger. But wait, there's more. Because the best thing about the Cordmaster 2000 is that you don't even need an electrical outlet to charge your phone. And we'll give you a demonstration right now using 2 average consumers. Watch as one of them plugs in his cell phone.
Okay.
While the other uses his hand to create a static charge. So if you can use static to charge your phone, why settle for anything else? Stop dealing with the stress of normal phone chargers and get the Cordmaster 2000. If you experience a phone charge lasting more than 4 hours, please consult Penn Teller. Call today. Operators are standing by. Your call is very important to us. Please continue to hold.
That's amazing. That's really, really cool. And super duper handy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, yeah, if you forget your charger, you could just make one.
Absolutely, right there on the spot.
Man, so are you really the hold voice?
I mean, I've done everything. I mean, really, I've done commercials. I've done on-hold commercials. I've done some video game work, done some luxury car commercials. So really, it's kind of just been the span. I'm on several apps, even kids' toys. You'll hear my voice for some of those. So.
Oh, wait, I think they're done.
Do you really do infomercials?
I have done 1 or 2 in the past. Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's fabulous. And using that in this routine is wonderful. We just love that. You know, using stuff with a charging cable is a really great idea. You know, very few of us, I mean, I do, but very few of us have rope around our house. So doing rope tricks with a charging cable is a great idea. Rope tricks don't mean much anymore. This means everything. And the comedy was terrific. It's beautifully written, really fabulous, really wonderful all the way through. And as far as this charger thing, we have no idea how this works. And I'll also say, I'll add to that, I have no idea how a regular charger works on my phone. I have no idea how the apps on my phone work. I have no idea how the iPhone works. So this is exactly like that. We have no idea how it works, and I guess that's a fooler.
Score 1 for the Foolers, but Penn and Teller get a chance to redeem themselves when they do a trick of their own. Coming up next. That children are magic, but Las Vegas legends Penn and Teller plan to prove it. Here with a group of kids from our studio audience, Penn and Teller.
You know, a lot of magicians do magic for children. We're going to do magic by children. We've grabbed a bunch of children from the audience, and Teller is teaching them how to do a magic trick. Now, if you are watching at home and you are a child, you can probably learn the algorithm just watching what Teller's teaching these children here. You should be able to do this at home with just what you're watching Teller do here on the screen. Now, while Teller's teaching the children, we have 5 adults here, and all of you have children that are over here, right? So the children are going to fool their parents. What we have here is we have 5 billiard balls. The children are going to define which one of the billiard balls each of these people will be holding. We have 5 different colors. We have red, white, and blue for the United States of America. And we have green and yellow for Bolivia. Now, each one of you is going to take one of these and make sure that nobody, not even each other, knows what color you have. So come over here, reach under this pillowcase, grab one, and cover it up so no one sees. If you have a really good poker face, you can take a little peek like that. But you don't have to, you don't want to. If you don't want to know, you don't have to know. Okay, 5 billiard balls, go over there one at a time and grab one of those. Now, the great thing about this is, even though we invented this trick, we cannot do it. Only children can do this trick. We have devised a trick that only children can do. And listen, children, if you are home watching with your family, you'll be able to do this too, okay? You can adjust that pillowcase before you reach out. Beautiful. And then just grab it there. The adults take it longer to learn than the children did. There's 2 there to choose from. Go over there, grab one. Now, no one has any idea what color you have, right? Some of you know, some of you don't know. And you will have no choice, of course. You just go up and grab the last one right there. Now, Teller should have taught all the children here and the children at home. Some of you have figured that out. Children, ready to go? Stand up here. And just kind of match this angle right here, children. Kind of face out to the audience. You stand up, Come right over here. Let's put the smaller children up front because of how light works. There we go, good. Right there. Now, children, I want to make this very clear to you. This also goes to the children at home. You must never, ever keep secrets from your parents or legal guardians, okay? Never. But this is a special Penn and Teller secret, so please promise me right now you'll let your parents die without knowing how this trick is done, okay? Now, adults, do not turn around. Teller has 5 hats. Each one of the hats matches one of the billiard balls that the people are holding in color, okay? So, does this hat match the billiard ball he's holding? Does it match the billiard ball she's holding? Does it match the one that she's holding? Yeah! Okay, let me explain something to you, children. We are on stage in Las Vegas, okay? We are being beamed out to TV. You want to be a little more show busy, okay? A little more Vegas. So a little more David Copperfield, yeah! And a little less David Blaine, yeah. Okay, so be ready for that. Play it big. Okay, now this hat, does it match the one that he's holding? Yeah! Yes, it does. That was much better, but still more arms, more arms. There we go, good. Now, this one here, does it match the one that she's holding? Does it match the one that she's holding? Does it match the one that he's holding? Yeah! Oh, that hopping up and down. You get over here. You get more center stage. That hopping buys you something. Now watch what she's doing. There's hopping. How Las Vegas is that? Does it match the one that she's holding? Yeah! Hopping up and down. Beautiful. Now we got one more left. You feel good about this? And that's the one that she's holding. Yeah! Oh, good. Very good, children. Now, children, we are going to, each one of you, When I say your number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just take that billiard ball, hold it up where you can see the hat and the billiard ball. If they happen to match, yell out the color, okay? Now, children, if you get this right, there's going to be a lot of applause. Not only that, everybody here will be applauding, screaming, cheering, and I got to tell you, that feels pretty good, okay? So really, really enjoy it. Also, Mike Jones, our piano player, has written a special theme for you called Fanfare for the Magical Children. There'll be music playing, people will be cheering, and Teller will cue you. Take a nice, big, deep, rich bow and suck all that up, okay? Really enjoy that adulation. We all set to go? Here we go. And 1,